Hello and welcome to another unboxing review, everyone. Welcome to Conquest Racing Club. I hope everyone's doing well. Today we're going to look at, as we continue to look at analog cars, we're looking at one of the upper echelon of analog racing. We're going to look at a RevoSlot. So this is the RevoSlot that we're looking at. It is the 911 GT1 number 5. This is the blue coral livery. Yeah, so let's get to it. All right. So the car that we're looking at once again is the Porsche 911 GT. It comes in this RevoSlot box, which is a full corrugate packaging. The only way you can tell what the livery is by this little sticker in the corner here. This is the blue coral livery that we're looking at today. It's a nice box. It's all kind of gradient metallic gray finish to it. We get the RevoSlot logo right on the top here. You get a little bit of the livery. Turn to the front, you get the RevoSlot logo. You get more of the livery. Turn to the right side, now you get the continuation of the logo. On the back, it tells you this is a RevoSlot 132 scale stock car. Think different, think metal. So that's going to give you a little bit of an inkling of what's different about this car. And then over here, we get to see this is the RS0103. This is the 911 GT1 number 5. As Team Blue Coral Slick 50 Racing. And it's the British GT Championship from Spa 1999. That's when this car's livery was picked from. And that's what this livery represents. And then you get the RevoSlot logo. On the underside of the box, you get to see where you can find all the car. The rest, you get to see all the instructions in the different languages, and you get to, get to see where the RevoSlot is made from. Obviously, this comes from Hong Kong, and the URL, and just a little bit of the legal stuff. So to open up the box, you just have to slide the top off, which reveals the car inside. So, full disclosure, I have already undone the screw that holds this car together, so I can actually pull it out. So there's a little screw that goes in there. And underneath this is where you'll find the rest of the stuff that comes with it. So we get a little bag with another guide. This is the screw that actually... Sorry, let's see if we can focus here. Yeah, so this is the screw that actually attaches the car to the base here, right? So the screw attaches the car to the base, and there's a little spacer here that goes with it. And then you get, so the car does not come pre-installed with a magnet. The magnet is sent to you separately if you need that. And you also get another guide flag here. So the guide flag that is installed in the car is for wood track racing. So it's pretty good for Carrera tracks as well, because Carrera tracks are a bit wider. So we're going to keep it that way and not install this guide right now. We're not going to install the magnet either, because I'm going to run it as it is straight out of the box. We get a couple of stickers here, RevoSlot stickers. Yeah. So if you like stickers, you get 2 stickers in the box here. And we also get a little pamphlet here on the other liveries that this car comes out with. So you can see the yellow Pennzoil one. I have the blue coral one. And the really cool part about RevoSlot that I really enjoy, and I think other stock car companies should do, is they give you this nice breakout of the chassis, the parts list, etc. So really appreciate this. I think more stock car companies should do this, because I'm always scrambling, looking online to find out what does my car come with. So obviously this is an angle winder setup here, and you can see that we have a 33 tooth crown gear, and we also have a 12 tooth pinion gear here. Right, so a really cool thing from RevoSlot. So if you're into like parts for cars, RevoSlot does this really well for you. It also gives you all the parts that that are available for this car on the back as well. So really appreciate that. Yes, you can get the standard stock tires, you can get the sponge tires. I would love this part. I think every stock car company needs to do that a little bit more. So you know, if you guys are listening, hopefully you guys can step up and do the same. All right, so let's now take a look at the car in more detail. So here we go. This is the car. I love the livery on this vehicle. The two-tone, the matte black at the bottom with the metallic blue on top, and then just the yellow livery is amazing. What really draws me to this car, obviously, is the wheels. The attention to detail to the wheels is simply phenomenal here. And once again, the special things about the RevoSlots are they have an aluminum chassis. So this whole car is made of aluminum at the bottom. So it's pretty, bottom heavy, and you can feel the weight on the vehicle. But still, I think it's a little bit lighter than Carrera cars, to be honest with you. So amazing that you're getting aluminum chassis with, for less than the weight of a Carrera car, and we're not compromising on the detail because the car is phenomenally detailed, right? So we'll start from the front of the car. We get this nice, front diffuser, front air intake here with a mesh finish. We get a tow hook here. We get a beautiful front lip here that wraps around the vehicle. And as we move up, we get into the 911 kind of style headlights. Obviously, this is the 911 GT1, but it's not really a 911 at all. It just for a few styling cues. Everything else about this car when it was developed was not a 911 at all. But as you sweep up, you get to see these nice air vents coming out here that help to cool the vehicle as air passes through it. You get a nice little air scoop right at the top of the roof here. And then you get to see the Pennzoil logo and the blue coral logo all over the car. So we get two blue corals on the top. We get a Pennzoil logo on the back. As you sweep back into the rear of the vehicle, you have this beautiful, GT wing spoiler here. And then as we look at the driver's side, you can see the driver clearly through that window there. He's wearing a nice white helmet. You get these nice yellow side view mirrors that are also sleek in design, aerodynamic. Beautiful, gorgeous wheels, gold with a chrome finish, chrome outer rim, and then just beautiful BBS style wheels here. You get a really nice wide rocker panel or side splitter here, which is great for, once again, downforce and allowing airflow to push the car down. We get air vents coming out from the rear to let cool the hot air out. We get another air intake here in the rear to bring air into the cooling for probably the engine and the brakes, etc. And then as we run out to the rear, you can see there's a lot of air pockets or vents out here to let the air right through the vehicle and out through the back. Really nice wide back. Obviously, wide body kit to the rear here. We get another tow hook and two rear exhaust ports as well. There's a nice rear diffuser as well. And then when we turn around to the passenger side, it's just as good as the driver's side. It's the exact same, except the one thing that you'll notice, it's got little blue accents on the wheels as opposed to the driver's, which has red on it. So little things that were subtly done to enhance the livery on this vehicle. All right, so that's the body. And when we look at the chassis, once again, we're looking at a full aluminum chassis here. We got a 21,000 RPM motor. Once again, this chassis is on a floating motor pod design. There are screws that help the adjustments of the front wheels here. Everything is adjustable. These are all aluminum wheels, all four. So once again, this is a very high-end car. But when I buy RevoSlots, and this is only the second RevoSlot that I own, but I do have more coming. They are ready for wood track racing, so non-magnetic. As you can tell, the magnet is not installed, so it should be pretty interesting running this around my track here. And we should get not really fast times, but let's see how fun it is to drive. Okay, so we'll go trackside and see what this car does. Hey guys, so we're back on the trackside. we just ran the RevoSlot non-magnetic race car. I love this livery. I love this car. I think it was absolutely awesome to drive. If you don't like non-magnetic racing, or if you like non-magnetic racing, this is the car. I mean, RevoSlot make really great non-magnetic cars. You can also add the magnet to it, obviously, and make it ready for magnetic racing. But I think that, straight out of the box, it is a car that begs you to race it on wood tracks or non-magnetic. So I tend to keep my RevoSlots without magnets, and it helps me practice non-magnetic racing. So let's look at the results. Right, so this car did a 5.300 seconds around the DGT track, and this is not bad for, once again, like I said, a car with no magnets in it. Obviously, it's going to be a lot slower than my magnetic cars, which I'm used to. So I'm not very proficient in driving non-magnetic cars, so I'm still learning, but I'm getting better. And this car was a hoot to drive, and I would strongly recommend you picking up a RevoSlot car. And if you're into racing, it really makes you a better slot car racer. So, I got some beautiful images of this car on track. It just looks gorgeous. Right next to it is my GT1 Evo from Fly as well. Both gorgeous cars. So the weight, compared to Carrera cars, which come at around 109 grams, we're looking at 98 grams. So about 10 grams in saving, which is great, considering that this is an aluminum chassis, fully adjustable. Then we get, a height of 36 millimeters. So pretty standard specs for the cars in general. Once again, like I said, this car did race in the 999 British GT Championships, and it was featured really well. It was one of those really cool liveries on the track and really stood out. And yeah, extremely fun to drive. So where does it stack up on the leaderboard? Obviously, we don't expect it to be on page 1. It's not going to stack up there. But I think it landed, if I'm not mistaken, on page 3 here. Yeah, it's right here. So this Dodge Viper is another analog car that I have from RevoSlot. So this was also a is a car that runs with no magnets. So this Dodge Viper did 5.260, and the RevoSlot as well from Porsche. The RevoSlot Porsche did a 5.300. So the two cars are running pretty much neck and neck. So if you want to get into like non-magnetic racing, and you just want to take a car straight out of the box. Now, granted, as you can see from the track videos, the front wheels were not touching the ground, so there needs to be some adjustment to this car to make it ready to run on the Carrera track. But, straight out of the box, really good performance. You can just tell that these cars are meant to be played with, be tinkered with to make better, right? So one of my final thoughts on this vehicle. Right, so my final thoughts are as follows. RevoSlot cars are just a step above. When we talk about NSRs, we talk about slotted. I mean, those are performance grade cars, but if you want something that's even just a step above, I mean, same price point. I mean, I buy the RevoSlot cars the same price as the NSR cars, but you get so much more, I find, with the RevoSlot. I love the attention to detail on the RevoSlots a little bit more. I love the fact that it's an aluminum chassis. I'm not worried about it cracking, warping. I mean, yeah, it's going to have a little bit of, straightness issues. I mean, things happen. But straight out of the box, I mean, you are getting a car that's a little bit, to me, more value, more bang for buck. As a collector, RevoSlot does some amazing cars. The CLK Mercedes, which is something that I've ordered. I have an F40 coming as well. I'm waiting for my Rothmans 911 as well, which is a gorgeous car as well. So in general, I think RevoSlot does really well with the cars that they choose to create, and they're great for anybody's collection, I feel. Performance wise, I'm very new to RevoSlot, so I still have to watch a lot of videos, get more comfortable with tuning them. So I have a long ways to go, but it's great because as a slot car enthusiast, if you're just taking cars right out of the box and they're running, really well, it's fun. But as a slot car enthusiast, I really want to tinker and get more performance out of the cars, and the RevoSlot just is a great challenge for me to get to go on to the next level. So let me know your thoughts. Do you guys have RevoSlot cars? Do you have the same car? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really appreciate if when you reach out to me. I do answer all my comments as fast as I can, and I do like having conversation with you guys. I by no means am an expert in vehicles or cars, so I just tell you how I see it. It's really basically my opinion, so I really appreciate having a conversation with you guys. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Otherwise, if you like this kind of content, we release a video probably every week. And if you really want to support the channel, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way for us. And until next time, guys, I'll see you, and you guys have fun on rails. Take care, guys. Bye.